So I got this series on my channel, The Craziest Transformation in Rap. We did one on YB, Kanye, Comethazine, and Lil Wop. But today I wanted to do a part 5 on Gucci Mane. This right here, this is what you call a good transformation, a healthy transformation. Gucci Mane, before he was the man who he is today, he was a little rough around the edges, bro. When you think of trapping, selling bags, cooking crack, bro, Gucci Mane was the king of the trap, bro.
The first time I got arrested, I was 18. I got caught I know I had 80, 90 bags of crack on me.
Gucci 106. You know, I heard caught me iced out shouting, man. I don't know to put $500,000 in the truck, you know, just on my jewels. I caught my dad to put that down, you know what I mean?
And I'm not even trying to glorify the lifestyle, but everyone grows up different. And Gucci Mane, he was living in GTA, IRL, bro, living the life that a lot of people think is cool until you get locked up multiple times. And yes, Gucci is one of those people that got locked up multiple times.
Put the pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody my kitchen. In the streets, nigga, 24/7. As a matter of fact, you don't work, you don't eat.
My dog have a brick for a 73 dunk. Got that bullfrog, yeah, cause I know it gon' jump.
All right, I came to the realization this is the best trapping rapper of all time. There's a bunch of rappers that talk about the trap, you know what I'm saying, especially from Atlanta, Future being one of them. Future's better than Gucci Mane, obviously, but when it comes to trapping, bro, who's better than Gucci, dog? Someone even asked on Reddit, who deserves the crown of the early trap king? Everyone replied saying Gucci Mane really goo-wop. The trap god himself, Gucci. Goo-wop, without a doubt. Someone would say R. Kelly, he had them all trapped in his closet. Wait, holy shit, I didn't think about that one. Maybe he is the king of the fucking trap. Now, Gucci would start his music career in the early 2000s, releasing his first mixtape in 2005. Now, his first mixtape album, whatever you want to call it, in 2005 was called Trap House, and he had a song on that album called Icy with one of his rivals, Jeezy.
Jeezy the snowman, I'm iced out, plus I got snowman. Young Gucci Mane, don't kiss me, baby, you can kiss my chain.
Now, obviously, they weren't rivals at the time of making this song. The beef literally started over that song. Jeezy was never paid royalties for the song, and the song was supposed to be on his album instead of Gucci's. So then Jeezy releases a song putting a $10,000 bounty on Gucci's chain for the money he didn't get.
Even his own mama know, Radric Davis a bitch. To be honest, there's nothing Gucci about you.
So Gucci would actually respond to the song.
What's going on with you and Jeezy?
I don't with he'll put
Right. So, what's got you feeling that way, man?
just be doing little shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit a should do, you know what I mean? Like a little
Alright. So where's all that coming from? Cause I mean, y'all had the song together. It seemed like the relationship was going along pretty alright. You know, y'all both repping the A.
I thought it was a real man, but you know, they was carbon copy, man. I'm Oreo.
So that same year in 2005, the tension was huge between Gucci and Jeezy. So Jeezy tried to set up Gucci. Gucci would be at a stripper's house, and Jeezy had 4 people try to go in the stripper's house and rob Gucci for his stuff. One person would die by the name of Pooky Loc, and he got buried behind a middle school. You know, this is probably one of the most gangster stories in rap. A lot of people know about this. Gucci was with a guy by the name of Lil Throwback, and he explained how the night went down. They were set up, obviously. A 2-man gone completely wrong.
Son, we following this to her crib. I'm in the car the whole time, like, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. We get her out. Point blank, I'm finna tell you exactly. We get her out, boom, we chill. We think we finna this don't put the drop on it, but we slick new with the drop. I slick new.
You guys get into the crib and then they pull up on you? Or
Yeah,
what?
we get to the crib and act like she do dishes. It's like a movie, like The Wood. I'm talking and shit, I just look. It was just so quick. As soon as I seen it, boom, he hit me. And all of a sudden, it's like, you ever seen like on a video game, like when a glitch happened, the gun go from right there to, like when a basketball go from right there straight to like,
Okay.
like straight to like a glitch on it was like it happened so fast. It happened so fast, like boom, hit me, we get to fight. So then like I get to fight him, I was like, man, what the man, hell no, shoot the fuck up, shoot. And then that's when it just like pow.
Gucci was wanted for murder for this situation, and he actually beat the case with self-defense. But if Gucci had the sponsor of today's video, Aura, this probably could have been prevented, bro. Let's be real, your data's probably already out there. Between data breaches, spam calls, and identity theft, the internet can feel like the wild, wild west. That's where Aura steps in. Aura combines a VPN, real-time credit monitoring, identity theft protection, password management, and even checks any emails you have to see if they've been leaked. We all hate those spam emails. It alerts you fast if your info shows up on the dark web or if your social security security number is used somewhere shady. And yeah, it even helps you shut down those robocalls. I've been using Aura myself for a while now, and honestly it's kind of wild how much it catches behind the scenes. I love Aura, man, especially with the stress of running a YouTube channel that you want to see succeed. With Aura, you could lay down at night stress-free, not worried about what a hacker is going to take from you or do to you. If you would like to try Aura out for yourself, go to my link shown here on screen and in the description to get your very own 14-day free trial of Aura and see if your information is being leaked. You might be surprised by what you find. It's better to stay safe than to fall victim to these cyber attacks that are going on every day. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. And later, after being released, he would drop a diss on Pooky and Jeezy, you know, telling him to dig his partner up.
A $10,000 bounty put on my neck. I hope you didn't pay them cause they didn't have no success. Go dig your partner up. Bet he can't say shit.
Someone said, I think the most entertaining rap beef in the last 20 years has to be Gucci Mane versus Jeezy on Reddit. Now, I don't agree with that, but also I was a little boy when this was going on. But someone would say, I think Snow, which is Jeezy, killed LaFleur, talking about even your own mama know Radric Davis a bitch. Now, in 2006, he was released for what happened. In 2007, he finds the label 1017, you know, his record company, which is the most cursed one in music history. Just do your research on that. In 2009 would probably be the best year for Gucci. Obviously, by this time, his name was hot in the streets, but by this time, Gucci was crossing over to the mainstream scene in a way, getting a lot of features from big artists. The Black Eyed Peas threw him on a remix. He had a song with Mariah Carey that year in 2009 as well. We would get the hit song Lemonade that year.
No 20s in my gun. Look at this more than I can because it is a lemon.
So at the end of the year in 2006, MTV listed Gucci as number 6 as the hottest MCs in the game. You know, he was behind big names like Eminem, Lil Wayne, for example, you know, rap gods. And I think Gucci Mane has gave everyone the best life lesson ever of all time, bro, about the sauce. You really gotta apply this psychology to life, and you gotta see what Gucci's talking about.
When I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
You can get how you get lost in the sauce?
Man, a bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, man.
I'm sprinkling sauce, dropping sauce every street, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire
no,
sauce?
No, you can't born with sauce.
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned.
From the years 2010 to 2013, in that 3-year span, Gucci Mane was arrested 4 different times. In the last stint he had, the judge was hanging 20 years over his head. November 2010, Gucci is arrested for driving on the wrong side of the road, running a red light, and driving without a license. In April 2011, Gucci is arrested twice. On April 13th, 1 charge of battery. On April 20th, there was 2 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. March 2013, Gucci is arrested for attacking a fan for trying to take a picture. In September 2013, Gucci Mane's friend calls the police on him for acting erratic. The police show up and arrest Gucci on marijuana and gun charges. He later posted bond for this, but since he was a felon possessing a firearm with multiple arrests on his record, it was looking bad for him. In December 2013, Gucci was charged in federal court with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon ×2 and could be sentenced up to 20 years in prison. Gucci Mane pleaded guilty to this, and then he agreed to a plea deal that made him set to be released in late 2016. Now we gotta talk about Gucci's wife, Keisha. During this stint, he gave his wife $2 million. Well, she wasn't his wife at the time. They married after he got out of prison, but he said she could use this $2 million for herself while he's in there. But then he gets out, that $2 million, she turned that into $6 million. That's someone you hold down forever, bro. Dead ass. She could have easily blew through that shit. I know plenty of bitches that would have blew through that motherfucker. But when Gucci came out in late 2016, everyone was calling Gucci Mane a clone because he looked really skinny and shaped, looked completely different. Face wasn't fat. He didn't look like the dude from the trap. So when he got released, we got a First Day Out track from Gucci Mane.
Take a shower in my boots and go to sleep in my shoes. Last night I had a dream, some killers ran in my room.
Gucci fell into sobriety, wasn't taking any more drugs. He completely changed his personality, his lifestyle, him. He just changed as a person. It was growth, and it's great to see.
Rumors and like, is this the real Gucci? I'm like, y'all stupid. The man been gone for a couple of years. He not allowed to lose some weight.
People don't, I don't know, man. People probably, it took me a minute to get used to, just changing my whole way of doing things. But, I had to give them time to get used to it. So I ain't knocked them for that, but I'm back and better. I've been locked up in and out so many times, and
we lost count.
Yeah, and the last time was real. They was gonna lose me in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen I was facing 20, 30 years, and when it got manageable to like 3 years, I was like, okay, I'm taking this serious. I'm changing my whole life. I know they ain't gonna play with me.
You could just tell, like, before when Gucci was crashing out, you know, he was probably doing a lot of drugs, wasn't in the right mind space, wasn't thinking clearly. Just to see him get out completely flipped, bro, man, a lot of rappers can't do this at all. And you could even argue, I don't even think it's an argument, that when Gucci got out of prison, his career just went better. It was way better. He had better hits. He, you know, was just making better music.
I came a robbing, starving, some belly apartments, caught the motto with some pennies. I get the bag. They get the back, have the cut of the hat. I stay fresh as hell, take a pic, I might as well. Hell, drop the top and take a selfie, my car drives itself. The feds be listening to the music, and they gon' take your leaves and build a case and try to use it.
This is probably one of the best, most healthy transformations in rap history. You know, he still obviously had a little bit of pettiness considering what he did to Jeezy during that verses.
Go dig your partner up, I bet he can't say shit. Damn.
Broke the internet.
I tell you what.
Put that ass in the dirt.
I tell you what.
Smoking on Pooky Loc tonight.
I know the audio on the live is a little delayed. You're just gonna have to get used to that because it's a live recording. But I ain't gonna lie. If someone tries taking my chain, someone puts a $10,000 bounty on my head, I kill one of your partners, bro, I'm gonna talk about that the rest of my life, bro. My life was in danger too, so I don't blame Gucci for this. But a lot of people were calling him petty for that, which, you know, it is. But listen, we still saw a lot of growth from Gucci except for that.